All right, so we figured it out today, Bob. Justin Smoak's the greatest first baseman in the last 30 years of Major League Baseball.
30 days.
Actually, that is right. 30 days is what Shannon Drayer told us, and not necessarily the best, but kind of made the point of pointing out to us and using numbers to back it up a little bit that, in fact, not just this last series against Cleveland, where I think we all noticed, especially that 400-foot knock in the 10th inning of the last game of the Cleveland series, more than just the last 4 games, Justin Smoak has been playing better, and he has been playing better now for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, he's been a guy that, I mean, first of all, his defense, despite what happened there at first base, is just, he's a top-notch defender. That part hasn't really changed. But he's a guy that's been getting on base. He's walking a lot. He's got 24 walks on the season, or I think in the last 30 days even. It might be a little more in the season. We can check that. But he's a guy who's been a little more disciplined at the plate, getting on base. Now, everybody's looking at him for power, and they're just focused solely on what he's done in terms of power numbers. It's not where you want your first baseman to be, but he's found different ways to be effective. He's come up with a lot of doubles. He came up with clutch home runs in this series. Unfortunately, they went for naught because the bullpen blew these games, you know. So unfortunately, it feels like it gets washed away a little bit because we're all kind of wrapped up in how they lost. They lost 4 in a row, and wow, you know, 2 walk-off homers, 3 walk-off hits. I mean, it was just a weird series to where his production almost gets shoved to the side, and he's been very good.
And I think, you know, it seems like, you know, you can look at this as kind of a plan. I mean, I could see the plan being, all right, we're going to start over. I want you to be patient at the plate. First things first. Look at more pitches. Get a look at things. Then just see if you can take them the other way. I mean, just getting. And he was getting extra base hits doing that. And then he really. I mean, it would not. The point I'm making is I would not be surprised to see him go on a little bit of a home run tear right about now. This is a guy who has that kind of power. Again, if you didn't see it, look at the video of that home run he hit in that Monday game against Cleveland. Just a 420-footer, a power shot too, a pull down the right field line. You know, it feels to me like this is a guy where they kind of broke him down, they put him back together to a degree, and you can sort of see the steps of doing it, and now that step is kind of the full Monty. Now you want to see the production, now you want to see the power, things like that. I'll be curious to see if we do see that over the next couple of weeks. What we're seeing is pretty good. I got a funny feeling we might be seeing some more.
Yeah, and you hope. He does look like a guy who's sort of found it a little bit. You know, we'll see. Time will tell, but for the time being, everybody's off his back. Or should be, anyway, because he's been as productive in it as anybody, and now we can all focus on being Montero's back.
Seems like a nice, comfortable place to be.